Good morning. Well, let's move to this. There we go. Got my speaker in. It's so gloomy outside today.
Mm-hmm.
Is it raining?
Raining up here.
Yeah. Is it raining now?
Yeah. It's supposed to be raining all day. On and off.
Awesome.
At least it's not like thunderstorm rain. It's just like
Yeah.
little bit.
I don't mind
Like
thunderstorm
down
raining
there?
though. Thunderstorm raining is nice. It's kind of relaxing.
It is, but not when you're driving to work.
No, that would probably be a little uncomfortable, especially if the thunderstorms were getting big and loud and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
I did find out why Elon Musk is stopped on the Twitter thing.
Huh.
I guess he found out that 20% of all Twitter people are fake bots, and he wants Twitter to take care of it because they didn't tell him it was that much of percentage are fake on there, and they're saying that it's not. And he's saying it's bullshit. He had a company look into it, and it is, and he's not doing business with a company that's going to lie to his face. Until they take care of the problem, he's not going to buy it.
They were going to buy.
But they think it's a ploy to get the Twitter down cheaper. But they're saying he is a free speech enthusiast to the nth degree, to where nobody, like once he buys it, nobody will be banned on a very, 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 very rare case. Unless it's like violence or threats or something to that effect. But people will be able to say what they want when they want.
I mean,
they even called him a free. They use some word to make it like nth degree. Like I'm saying enthusiast, but they called him something else. A free speech, crazy nut job type thing. I don't know, something like that. But basically, all the people that are talking business about the thing, I read an article last night. They were saying they think it's a ploy for him to basically get it cheaper. That right now it's just kind of dragging his feet to go back to the negotiating table.
I don't know.
It's big, higher things way above both of our heads. So all we're hearing is fucking things from each side, and who the fuck knows. But if that's the one platform where you can actually, both sides of the fence can talk, that'll be fantastic. It just sucks because I'm not a big fan of Twitter. I can care less about Twitter. Bless you.
Yeah, neither am I. I don't really use it.
Well, Twitter, I guess, is what a lot of famous people use. That's their mode of thing. Like, your favorite one is probably what? Like Facebook or something?
I don't really have a favorite one.
Well, which one do you use the most?
Probably Facebook. But that's just because
yeah.
it's what, I mean.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the one that you use the most. Twitter is more used by a lot of, like, rich people. It's easily to tag each other and talk straight to people instead of having to go into profiles or anything like that. You just kind of, it's just a list of what they said. Facebook has profiles to where you go on someone's page. Twitter just has a list of their sayings or tweets, or whatever the fuck they're called. For some reason, it's just easier for rich people to communicate on that platform. But not being rich, I can't relate.
Yeah, so I don't really care.
Yeah. I've switched the podcast thing now to YouTube every morning. Strictly YouTube.
Like the what Comcast thing?
The podcast thing.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
The one I'm doing, like I'm always on it in the morning, but I was doing it on the other platform for a while. I thought I was doing it for Spotify, but it was for a different thing. And it said it linked to Spotify, it told me. But then when I started to re-listen to a bunch of them just to check up on them, they usually just uploaded when I was done and went to work. But I started listening to them, nothing recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's I'm doing something wrong, or I don't understand something, this is easy. I just fucking tape and upload. I just use our old phone. Yeah. Oh, shit. And I guess they just did a poll saying now, too, half of Biden's followers are all bots. On Biden's.
I mean, most of people complained when they started removing the bots from there, saying they lost like 20,000 followers. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, if they're removing the bots, if people have a lot of bots that follow them, are going to lose a lot of their people.
Yeah, I don't follow any politicians.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I bet your mom follows Trump.
I don't think Mom has Twitter.
Yeah, well, Trump's not on Twitter now anyway. He's banned from Twitter. He's been off it since like 2 years ago.
No, but there are people who's retweeting some of his stuff.
Yeah, they
like,
are. But he's still himself is banned from Twitter.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. The fact that they can ban the president, it's nuts.
They banned him once he was out of presidency, not while he was president.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they banned him while he was president. I'm not positive, but I thought that was a big thing going on.
Nope. It was last year where he got permanent.
I'll have to check into that because there was pretty. People were going kind of nuts over that. The fact that your social platform can ban the president of the United States, and that was the whole commotion.
Well, that's the whole thing is a private company can do that.
Yeah, for now, rules are changing. Right now, we're in the Wild West with all this shit, to where they're making up all their own rules. But they will be regulated very shortly. The more outcry and the more people that get banned for one side of the fucking fence, there will be outcries. Especially if Elon buys Twitter and he lets both sides talk, then all of a sudden Twitter becomes the #1 platform. Then they see, well, fuck the one side, I want to make money. So then they'll let their platform do it, and so on and so forth.
Well, here's the thing. For some reason, things like Facebook have been able to monetize it. Twitter's never been able to monetize. They don't make money like Facebook does.
Yeah, well, the monetize, I believe, the monetization of a Twitter is people. That's their currency, is the people.
The reason why Facebook makes so much money is because of all the ads they allow, where Twitter doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, but there's no ads on Facebook.
Yes, there are. Anytime you watch any Facebook thing, any videos on Facebook, there's always ads.
I don't watch Facebook videos, so that explains why I've never seen them.
I mean, I see them in my feed too.
Ran over a dead possum. I didn't run him over, but I saw him, and it was sad.
Yeah.
I had no idea Facebook had ads.
Oh yeah, but that's how they make the majority of their money.
See, I always thought all these social networks made money off of basically the algorithm of society, of people. The more people, the more info they have on people, and info is valuable to companies.
Yeah, kind of, but it started, remember, Facebook started out as a kind of social network for college campus, and then it expanded.
Yeah, then it expanded to everything.
Kind of.
But Facebook's kind of on a downturn, I think. I mean, a lot more people are kind of getting off of Facebook because they're kind of turned off about it. Like, I very rarely go on Facebook. I go on there maybe once a day. Sometimes I'll miss a few days.
No one likes Zuckerberg.
Huh?
No one likes Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, it might be that, but I don't think people are consciously thinking, well, Facebook, I don't like Mark, so I'm not going on Facebook. I think they're just thinking it's a lot of bullshit. I think since more people have been getting banned, if you start banning people off of your platform, and then people get used to not being on your platform, they will look elsewhere. It's other platforms they can be on. Because they want to be on a social network. Everyone just wants to be on one, it seems like. Like, oh, what's your thing? What's your URL? What's your this? What do you want? You want Insta? You want Facebook? You want Twitter? You want this? But honestly, the more people they ban, the more people get used to not being on it. So it's since they started banning people a few years back, they've kind of fallen.
I've been watching a lot of TikTok.
Well, I mean, you're banned a few times, right?
Yeah.
So you've had to be off of Facebook.
Yeah.
So you've gotten used to not being on it for some of the time, and you've probably, like, veered elsewhere.
Really care. No, I just use it to argue with people, and then I get banned, and then I'm off for a little bit, and then I argue with people again.
Yeah, so then what? Do you go to YouTube or something, or fucking Instagram or something like that shit?
No. Nope.
So you don't watch YouTube?
Not really.
YouTube is one of my main things I watch. I watch that probably more than, like, Netflix.
The kids watch YouTube. I don't really watch YouTube.
Just because YouTube has everything. I mean, honestly, you can watch anything and everything on YouTube. That's the beauty of it, is there's always, and there's million new videos coming on it every day. It's freaking enormous.
I know. I usually use it when I'm doing projects for school. It's easier to post there and make it private and just send the link to the people that need to see it.
Yeah. Or if you want to learn how to do something, it's always on YouTube. If I want to change the ball bearing on a 1972 Ford Roadster, I will go to YouTube, and probably there'll be about 20 videos on how to do that.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. If I want to caulk a crack in my sidewalk in the middle of fall and not get it wet, but use a special kind of caulk only bought in China, there will probably be about 20 videos about that. But if I were to go to that company, say I wanted to go to that caulking company's website, and they have how-to videos, I probably have to pay some kind of fee to be able to use those videos. But on YouTube, it's all free. There are some paid subscription services, but who the fuck wants those?
Use it for TV shows.
Yeah. I mean, if those TV shows are on Netflix, I'm not watching YouTube for TV shows. Most of the time. I will watch, like, bar rescues on there and hoarding and all that other shit on there.
Well, remember, I don't watch a whole lot of Twitch, but I use Twitch because I'm affiliated now, so I get paid for so many views.
Yeah, I don't watch Twitch at all. I mean, I can't get into watching people play video games.
It's not just video games.
No, I thought it was just video games.
Remember, I live streamed our Nightmare board game, and that had some of the most views on it.
Games, yeah. I mean,
they do political talk. They do a lot of shit on there. It's more geared towards the gaming community.
Yeah, okay. Well, games are, I think, only going to grow. I mean, games are probably they're probably a more money-making platform than freaking movies are.
Oh, yeah. Phasmophobia is about to get a huge update.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
remember, it started out a year and a half ago with only one creator. And it's only grown to this.
Yeah.
So it was a single person. So like when you started playing it, it was like it was a very small platform, and it got to the point where it couldn't handle all the people. So there was issues with crashing and stuff, and now they're adding more people to this team.
So when they do this huge update, I mean, what's this update going to do? Is it going to give, like, more houses or something, or more boards?
There's going to be... So right now they have something called cursed objects. So every house will have a specific object where you can either contact, like they have tarot cards in one, they have a cursed mirror where you can see where the ghost is.
So each house you go and find that specific object, whether it's a mirror or a...
Yeah, but you don't know what object it is.
But you have to find it in the house.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to find it, but it gives you extra money, extra bonus points.
So the update's going to make more cursed objects then or something?
It's going to make the entire game run more smoothly. They're updating the graphics. They're trying to add more characters.
Yeah, see, that was the biggest problem I had when I did try it with you, is it lagged so bad for me. To where it made it unfun. I mean, I couldn't even try to get into the game because I would turn right and it wouldn't turn right for me for like 18 seconds. And then by the time I finally caught up, I'm in the other room already and I'm facing a wall, stuck in a corner or something.
If and something's trying to kill you.
Yeah, and I guess it has to get smoother, and I don't have a gaming computer, so I guess maybe the fact I can't play that game.
Yeah, that thing really heats up your CPU if you don't have a really good PC that runs it.
And I've never been in the computer game, so I've never made that a priority to get a gaming computer. It just never been on my to-do list.
No, you like the systems, and I don't mind the systems, but I realize that I do better with the keyboard and mouse kind of thing.
Yeah. And see, if they had that on the PlayStation, I'd probably play it. I mean, because that's...
Like I said, it was a single person developing it. They probably just had a PC.
Well,
chances are it will eventually be offered on
yeah,
there.
I was just going to say that. It's probably going to eventually make its way to the system, especially if the developer wants to make money.
But, and now I'm playing Grand Theft Auto on the PC, which is really, really hard to play on with the keyboard and mouse.
Which Grand Theft Autos?
5.
Okay, Vice City?
Huh?
5 is Vice City, right?
I think so. And I'm not good at it at all, but I enjoy playing it. So.
Now, are you playing it for the story or just running around like killing people and stealing shit?
Well, in the one on the PC, when you play online, you're playing with people too.
Okay.
And there's a lot of hackers. And let's just
yeah.
Like yesterday, my car I was driving got picked up and just dropped, and it ended up killing me. Like something picked up the car I was driving in it.
Are you playing on someone's world, or is it like a public place?
It's an open platform.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times, even on open platforms, there's like a server you're playing on. Is it somebody's server, or is it a server off of the game itself?
It's a server off the game itself.
Okay.
You can create private servers for friends if you want to do that, but I enjoy like certain days you just feel like causing chaos. That's what I said, and I'm like, this is good for that.
Yeah, well, that's how kind of Minecraft is sometimes. They have those the private servers to where they have like a person hosting it, and that person is like God mode, and they have like people who walk around and take care of it, but then they have Minecraft on the game itself, to where you know people fucking around and in God mode and stuff.
God mode's a pain in the ass on GTA because you can't kill the person and they won't run around killing people.
Yeah, see, that makes it hard. Because they're killing you, but you can't do a goddamn thing to them.
I know, but I talk a lot. I mean, when you're in that mode, you actually can get booted from the server. They can physically boot you even if it's not their own server.
Yeah, unless it's their server, yeah.
But I talk a lot of shit when that happens, and usually they'll boot me, but my friends will still be in there, so I end up rejoining the lobby.
So, do you physically talk and they can hear you, or do you type and talk?
For that, you have to type to talk. I talk to the people on Discord when I'm playing with them.
Okay. And Discord is talking, right?
It could be. Yeah, not always, but it depends on what server you're in.
Okay.
Like, you can create your own server for Discord. It's free.
But then you eventually gotta invite people to your server, and as it grows, and all this fun shit.
Well, kind of. You can do that. You can do just private ones for specific things. They have ones that are just for people in certain schools.
Yeah.
They have gaming ones. They're all different.
Well, I got the PS5 about 3 or 4 months ago, and I haven't played it now probably in about a month.
Yeah, well, I try and play at least maybe 3 times a week to get rid of stress.
Yeah, I should play the game more. I almost played it yesterday. I turned it on, but then I went to HBO and watched the movie instead. Because I checked the media on it, because it was already on the media, and I saw HBO. Let's see what's on there. And then I think I put on a movie for me and Erica. Forgot what it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was Wednesday.
Yeah, she was out. Oh boy, I should play the game more. Gotta make more time. I've been trying to force myself to play different games, because I've only ever played Madden. But I'm trying to force myself to play, like, I don't know, role-playing games and story games and games out of my comfort zone that I'm not used to playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I did kind of enjoy a game called Horizon. I thought that was pretty cool.
I know someone who plays that.
That's basically just some girl that it's like back in the barbarian times, but it's actually way, way in the future after Earth has fallen. But they're living in like barbarians, but the one little girl finds a VR altered state helmet that she can kind of manipulate stuff, and it tells her things about people, almost like Google Glasses almost. And then she's the only one who has it, and she grows up, becomes a hunter, and then you get to use all this shit. I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, the first game I really got into was the Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah, I do remember you and Star getting into the Mass Effect.
Oh, I still play it. I have it on the PC, and it's completely modded to how I like to play.
See, I tried it one time. I'm not sure which one, but I didn't too much care for it.
So number one is probably the hardest to get through because it just is with the gaming how they had it set up.
I want to say I tried Mass Effect 3.
Well, 3 you're going to be missing a lot of the storylines, so you're not going to really enjoy it.
I think I played like the first board or two, and I was just I couldn't get into it after that. I was like, not really.
That might be the problem then, because there's no boards on this game.
Well, I mean,
really,
the first few
first
checkpoints or
kind
something. Because I think I just made it past the training parts where they're showing me how to do everything.
Okay, so you got off of the station.
Yeah, I was at some station, and I was just leaving the station or something, and then I was like, this is not fun, and I stopped.
You did too. That's number 2.
That's number 2? Okay.
Part 3 is you're back on Earth.
Yeah, I was on some station.
Yeah, that's part 2.
Okay, yeah, so I was playing part 2 then. And basically, like, all I did was, I did what they told me to do on the buttons, and like how to jump and how to shoot and how to aim and how to do this and do that, and it was kind of cool. But then I just was like, all right, well, I'm done. Man, I didn't hate it, and I didn't like get sucked in. So I mean,
well, I got sucked into 1, which is when 2 came out. It kind of all 3 of them run off of the other one, so every decision you make in the first one affects the second one.
Okay.
And every decision you make in the second one will affect the third one. And that's kind of where, number 1 is the hardest to get through, but everything that you do will affect the next one. So if you skip over them, you're not really going to get the full experience.
Yeah. Well, see, I think the role playing games that I like is probably like Tomb Raider games. I really enjoy Tomb Raider.
No. Do I have Tomb Raiders? Yeah, I have the Tomb Raiders. I have all of them on my PC too because they have the free app from Epic Games.
Yeah, see, I want to get the Tomb Raiders for the PlayStation, just because.
If you're an Epic Games thing, they were free. I think I told you about it. They were free a couple of months ago.
But I mean, were they free for PlayStation users though?
They were free for Epic Games, so I downloaded it on my PC. But it also goes to my the PS5 because I have my Epic Games connected to the PS5.
Well, I'll have to check it out because I did buy the game Uncharted, only because that's a lot like Tomb Raider. It's just the guy version of it, but I still think Tomb Raider is better. But I mean, Uncharted is basically it's a guy doing almost the same shit that Tomb Raider's doing, just like kind of getting through boards and solving puzzles, you know. But Tomb Raider it's less action than Uncharted, but it's more puzzles, and that's what I kind of like in Tomb Raider. To where it's less action, but it's more figuring out what the fuck you got to do. I mean, there's some cool stuff in Uncharted to where you got to like get like a map key, and then there's stuff etched in the wall, and you got to get the right the right numbers in order to open a door. And Tomb Raiders is like that, but it's like that so much more. It's so much more in detail like that, to where almost every board you got to be like, all right, well, I got to move this rock configuration or jump through here and go over there to get around there, but I can't go that way. But it's a big puzzle, and the puzzle part is the fun part. Tomb Raider needs a really good new game.
You might like Tiny Tina.
Never even heard of that.
It just came out.
Okay. Tiny
But
Tina.
it is a role-playing game, but you do have to do puzzles and shit in it. But it's more older times rather than like right now.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mix of that and I would say like Dragon Age. Like I love Mass Effect, and I was told if I love Mass Effect to play Dragon Age, and I can't stand Dragon Age.
I never heard of Dragon Age either.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, I'm not hip on the whole game jive, you know?
These are most Dragon Age is an older game.
Oh, okay. The only Dragon
it's
game
like-
I know, I think, is Spyro. Remember Spyro on the old Xbox or something, the PlayStation game, whatever it was? He was in the
Long
same...
got the kids to play Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash. I got all 3 Crashes.
Oh no, I love that. I love that. Even now, I
Yeah.
would freaking love playing that game.
Crash Bandicoot's fun. I mean, once in a while when you do play, you sit there like, oh, Crash. Yeah, why not? Like, ooga booga booga.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The kids like it.
Yeah, well, it's a simple game. It's an up and down game for the most part, and you jump, spin,
And
twist, jump.
actually, there is one that just became free Among Us, and you play with a group of random people, and it's like up to 10 people, and one of the people is the killers while you run around doing tasks, and one person runs around killing people, and you have to figure out who it is before everyone dies.
Yeah, I've heard of Among Us. That's pretty
Yeah.
popular too, I think.
It is, but now it's free. I'm just saying it's free now.
Oh, okay. Well, the problem with games like that is you have to talk to people, and I'm not a fan of talking to people.
No, for that you type, unless you're on like.
Okay,
like
well
I
that's
am
not
with
too
Discord.
bad. But then, like, I mean, if somebody like asks you a question, you got to answer or something, right? But you
Only
have to.
during-
If you're the
only
killer,
during
you have to lie.
discussion. Only during discussion.
Yeah.
So when you're like, I think this, or if someone finds a dead body.
Okay.
Because once you're dead, you're dead. You can't talk. You can't do discussions. No one can say anything. from you.
Okay. Yeah, I have to get back on the game. I have to play something. I did like the Batman game. I thought that was fun too.
I was told Spider-Man's good. Eric wants me to get him Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm on the fence about it.
I heard the new Spider-Man, the Miles Morales one. I heard that's supposed to be like really, really, really good. I mean, that's supposed to be like spectacular. I'm not sure how the gameplay is, but it's supposed to be beautiful and gorgeous. And I mean, it might be free roam around the city, get to like basically swing around New York City type thing. And I've heard a lot of good things about that Miles Morales Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I believe that's the newest one. Is the Miles Morales Spider game. But pretty soon, I think Miles Morales is going to be in a Spider-Man movie.
I don't even know who that is, but yeah, probably.
It's a little black Spider-Man, basically.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
Venom, though, right?
No. It's a little black kid that basically gets all the powers that Peter Parker does. He's the
Oh, yeah. I've seen one where they did this huge compilation of all the Spider-Mans and all the different universes coming together.
yeah. That was Enter the Spider-Verse, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Most of the kids love that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be making a second one of that. Okay,
That's
let me
how-
see.
What's the next thing I have to do?
New
You ever
list.
just trying to figure shit out and you're just like, I don't even know.
Yeah, well, it's tough sometimes when you're trying to learn how to do it and get stuff.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where I left off because I have a couple of things that I have to do, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the newest Spider-Man is the Miles Morales Ultimate.
Nice.
That's called Spider-Man Miles Morales. But again, I heard it was super, super, super good. I've heard that quite a few air time.
Oh, the kids are calling. Hang on.
All right, well, I'll let you go anyway.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
All right, little video game talk there. I should play more video games. I mean, if I have the game, it's not costing me money. If I don't have the game, I work 2 hours overtime. You know, what are we gonna do? Well, I'll try and afford it. But if I can't afford it, I won't get it. Very simple. But same as every day. Today is Thursday, so be nice to people. Be nice to somebody. You'll feel better.